The man who changed the speakership and made the House get a true conservative in charge is Florida Congressman Matt Gaetz, and he joins us now. Congressman, really good to have you. Appreciate your time. Big day. I would say, correct me if I'm wrong, it was MAGA versus the Rhinos, and MAGA sent the message to the Rhinos. It's your turn. Their term is history.
MAGA Mike Johnson, the new House Speaker. He is a devout man of God. He is a brilliant constitutional scholar. Some of my favorite moments in Congress have been watching Mike Johnson wipe the floor with Jamie Raskin on the Democrat side on the finer points of constitutional law and process. And I know now that the speakership will exist to empower the members of Congress, not the members of the lobbying corps on K Street. That is the principal change. And I want to thank you, Eric, because on some other conservative networks, right, maybe so-called conservative networks, they refused to even give the prospect of a change of the speakership any opportunity to enhance the interests of the American people. And you saw the vision to have a more conservative speaker, to have a more honest speaker. We have now delivered on that. We've got to get to our budgeting issues. We're going to pass our Israel support resolution, and we've got to get this border closed, all while dealing with a woke and weaponized government.
Congressman, I want to get to the policy in a minute, but I want to stay on that for a second, because you're right. We were here, this show specifically said, take your time, do it right, get the right person, don't rush through it. Being correct, being right is better than being first or fast. And some people on other networks didn't like. Let me explain why I'm saying this. Minutes after. I'll call him Magic Mike. You can call him MAGA Mike, but I'll call him Magic Mike Johnson. Somehow got a full House vote, the complete GOP voting for him. Within minutes of his getting the gavel, over on Fox News, Karl Rove comes up. And I can't tell you, he spent 7 minutes explaining why it was going to be so difficult for Mike Johnson, why it was going to be so difficult to keep Kevin McCarthy engaged. And I'm thinking, who the heck cares if McCarthy's engaged or not? It's time. It's a new DC. It's a new speakership. It's a new GOP caucus, is it not?
It is, and it would only make sense for Karl Rove, a political mind of yesteryear, to have a moment of nostalgia for a failed speaker of yesteryear. But the last time Karl Rove had a good idea, I think it was like 2004. And wasn't this the guy telling us that there were weapons of mass destruction in Iraq? So he's been a purveyor of political misinformation to Republicans for quite some time. I am not a pessimist regarding the speakership of Mike Johnson. I am an optimist. We do have to support him. We've got to back his vision. We've got to unify as Republicans, but we have to have unity with purpose. You see, with Kevin McCarthy, there was only unity for unity's sake and power for power's sake. But we have to use the unity to achieve power that will then result in policy changes that will help our fellow Americans. Mike Johnson has said that the French work week we've been living on in Congress is over. He's a Louisiana man, and we're going to bayou hours. So people are actually going to have to work on Mondays and Fridays. We may have to stay over some weekends to catch up from, I think, the languishing that has infected the House of Representatives up until this point. And the agenda is a robust one. Israel, our federal budget, making sure that we get our defense bill conferenced and negotiated, and then starting the budgeting process earlier next year so that we're not backed up against the clock with a desire for all the lobbyists to smush these issues together.
Matt, let's dig in. Congressman, folks, he's a friend of mine. Sometimes I default to Matt. I apologize going forward. No Congressman, two big things. I believe it's November 15th. Government runs out of money again. So there's been rumors that Magic Mike Johnson may want to, the first time, do a continuing resolution. This is one of the things that got McCarthy in trouble. Where do we stand on how we fund the government past that prior 45-day window you carved out?
I'm not for continuing resolutions, and I can tell you that today, before the ink was even dry on Mike Johnson's speakership, he sent out a letter with a week-by-week plan between now and the end of that government funding to pass our bills. And nothing is stopping the Senate from passing their own defense bills and state and foreign operations bills and agriculture and interior and energy and water bills, and then negotiating those in divided government as we must in order to keep the lights on. Mike Johnson is not surrendering to governing by continuing resolution. Now, if we engage in all of our best efforts and the new speaker needs some sort of bridge to get to the single subject bills. I want to be open-minded about that. It's not my preference.
Is he also did the rule that got McCarthy out, which you used brilliantly, by the way, folks? People were really upset with you, and it was just I was just watching. Go, give him time, give it time. Gaetz is going to be right. We're going to end up with a conservative speaker for the first time, maybe, certainly in my political lifetime. We'll give him time. My question is, did that one GOP vote to motion to vacate, did that transfer over to Johnson?
Yes, right now the House rules are the same, and so presumably tomorrow, someone could move to vacate the speaker. Now, there are negotiations underway to raise that threshold, and I've said that if my colleagues want me to entertain that concept, I need other anti-corruption accountability measures in exchange for that. Those would include a ban on members of Congress from trading individual stocks, a ban on members of Congress becoming lobbyists, registered foreign agents, and banning lobbyists and political action committees from donating to federal campaigns. If I got those things, I would be negotiable to raise the motion to vacate.
You'll also, and by the way, you also have a new speaker that's not indebted to K Street. And that was one of the knocks against McCarthy, is that he was so in bed with K Street, the lobbyists, the lobbyists and the donor factions, that he couldn't govern for the people. It was for the big corporations and the big money interests. Johnson won't bring that baggage about, right?
No, he's going to be inspiring to the donors who want to support Republican campaigns without being forever indebted to some of the worst globalist interests that have presided over managed American decline. Mike Johnson follows God Almighty and the Constitution in that order. He doesn't follow the whims and wishes of the lobbyists and special interests, and that is refreshing. And that's not uniquely a criticism of Kevin McCarthy. I felt the same way about Nancy Pelosi and even the same way about Paul Ryan before her. This is the chance to break the cycle, to break the fever, to put an honest, just man in charge of the institution. And you've heard him really accept this paradigm of devolving power outside of the speakership. Every other speaker's planned on being speaker, their whole life. They dream of the accumulation and utilization of that power. Mike Johnson didn't think he was going to be the speaker 3-4 days ago, and now he's got the ability to have a fresh start. So they're hand-wringing and crying and bedwetting over at the lobbyist offices, but we're all excited about what we can do here for the American people.
One more thing that's looming, overhanging. Joe Biden has said or indicated that he wants the Israeli assistance, the funding, to be tied to the Ukrainian funding as well. I think conservatives are pushing back on that. Where do we stand with Mike Johnson? Will he bring something that separates the two?
Well, you heard Mike Johnson in his speech today and in his remarks yesterday reference the need to prioritize Israel. I agree with that, and I've not heard Speaker Johnson indicate a desire to lash Israel to Ukraine. I know people have different views on Israel and Ukraine, maybe, than I have, but however you feel about these things, these are complex matters that deserve their own dignity and their own review. An asymmetric terrorism-based conflict in Israel is very different than a state-on-state war with Ukraine and Russia, with Russia being a nuclear power with intercontinental ballistic missile delivery systems. So to mush them together is really a disservice to America's interests on both fronts.
Very quickly before we go, take a listen to Hakeem Jeffries handing the gavel to Mike Johnson, and he had to do it. They just, the Democrats, they can't just let it happen. They had to take that final parting shot. Take a listen.
We faced adversity in December of 1941 when a foreign power unexpectedly struck, plunging us into a world war with the evil empire of Nazi Germany. We faced adversity on September 11th, 2001, when the towers and the Pentagon were unexpectedly struck, killing thousands of lives in an instant. We faced adversity right here in the House of Representatives, when on January 6, 2021, a violent mob of insurrectionists, incited by some in this chamber, overran the House floor as part of an effort to halt the peaceful transfer of power.
Congressman, political hackery at its worst. Your thoughts?
No, no one overran the House floor. That is revisionist history. And I honestly pity the Democrats who are living in their own mind capture of January 6th each and every day. Mike Johnson's speakership is a path to the future. It's a way to look forward about how to better design our federal programs and our federal spending and our priorities on the border with actual results. If Democrats want to keep playing January 6th over and over in their own minds, I don't think it's good politics. It's certainly not good policy.
Congressman Matt Gaetz, right man, right time. Congratulations on the wins. Thank you very much.
Hey, thank you, and thanks for having our back, Bolling.